And good morning, folks. This is your old pal, Uncle Al. I'm just dead tired. My life. I'm on hold right now for a person for his, let's see, food stamps. I'm checking on it because he's disabled and they're screwing with him on the landline and the phone, and we can't get to the office because it's closed because of the Red Dragon. Anyway, this is wasn't I wasn't talking about. This is this part of the starvation series. Now, for those people who are preppers and homesteaders and survivalists and all that wonderful stuff, if you don't have a deep freeze, right now there's a lull in buying deep freezers. So you should have bought one now. Still playing music. Okay. So you should buy a deep freeze that could hold up to 400 pounds of food, minimum. Okay, and we'll get back to it. That's 400 pounds of frozen food. Always you should have two freezers. One is supposedly mainly for meat, and the other is for niceties, like ice cream, frozen vegetables, frozen fruits, frozen TV dinners, anything you could think of for frozen that you can pull out of the second freezers. But the first one should be always meat. Okay, that will give you a little leeway if you have two freezers. If you kill a deer, you have one freezer set up and ready to go for that. If you have a good harvest of fruits and vegetables and you do blanch and freeze them, you have one freezer for that. Do not cross-contaminate. That's a big thing I always yell at people about. Now, like I said, this is a starvation series. We're going to cover frozen. That's 100 pounds per person for 1 year. So for a family of four, the freezer should hold 400 pounds of food. It's either upright or chest freezer. And then you have 195 pounds of fresh. We'll do frozen first. Okay, very simple. You get the freezer, you buy it, you get a solar battery like a Jackery as a backup power source. So if you have a blackout, you plug that in. And then you recharge it. It still stay cold. You recharge it and then restart the whole system again. Recharge it, keep the freezer cold, recharge it, keep the freezer cold. Easiest pie during a blackout. Not rocket science. It's not that hard. Okay, you just got to get the right solar battery, or they call it solar generators. Go check out Camp Patton's Family Compound. They did a wonderful live stream on it with Dave and Gil on this. Okay? I'm tired, and this is going to be a 5-minute one because it's really important. Second half of this is fresh. Most vegetables you can buy fresh that can stay on the shelf. A lot of people have a food locker or root cellar. That's basically something that stays at a certain temperature, that has high humidity, that keeps food at its present state, or low humidity, depending. But it's cool and dark, semi-humid, semi-dry, depending on what you're storing. And then you have no problem. Okay, up to 195 pounds, easy. Uncle On's been doing this for a long time, so it's ingrained to my head. You can store onions, carrots, apples, anything with a skin, and know what rates of decay of each vegetables. I could store pumpkins. You can't store lettuce in a root cellar or a food locker. It doesn't last that long. That goes into the refrigerator. Okay? Certain foods you could keep out on the shelf if it's at a correct temperature and humidity. It's table safe. Okay? Still on hold. And I got 99 people ahead of me. Love days like this. Okay, so you got your vegetables, or cheeses, or smoked meat. Not a problem. But root cellar, I do videos on that, and I tell people you have to be careful what you're dealing with those. Okay. Now, read up, study, check other YouTube channels, see their mistakes and what they did wrong. Okay, Yes, you can store certain items in the root cellar. It helps in great food storage place, but it's not designed for certain other things. Okay, so you gotta remember that. And it has to breathe. So, like my friend Rob Painless, he has a wonderful root cellar, except it's not insulated enough on top and it doesn't have a vent system. A vent system's a long tube underground, stretches, that draws in warm Texas air through the tunnel into the root cellar. What that causes is a cool, constant stream of cold air. Which you in Texas, I know where Rob lives, you have to dig about 10 feet to get that coolness. Take a soil thermometer and check each level. It's about 10 feet, Rob, and depending on your water level, you should get a nice cool breeze. Also makes a great escape tunnel too. But a lot of people don't think or understand that. Okay? So I'll let you think about that. Pause, think about it. Go check your books on root cellaring, also on deep freezers. Now, I can't remember the book for deep freezers. That was out of date. I think the last one was 1962. That's a good topic if you want to make money. Do one on deep freezers. I'll catch you later, folks. This is your old pal, Uncle Al. Remember, this is part of the survival series.